Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you back to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1981 postseason is on the air. It is now time to move on to the third round of this postseason. Welcome to the Divisional Series round. It is the longest round of the three, a minimum of 12 games and a maximum of 20. Tonight, it is the National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. This is Game 1 at Busch Stadium. A lot of people felt that the Cardinals in 1981 got a raw deal when, because of the split season format after the strike, the Cardinals did not get a chance to play in the playoffs. Well, here inside pitch, where the Cardinals are going to get their chance. But they got to take on the 1976 world champion Philadelphia Phillies, who won my 76 season. So today, the Phillies begin their defense of their world title. Will they be able to do it in 81, or will we have once again a new champion? Steeler fan and BB join us here at Busch Stadium for this game between the Phils and the Cards. So we're all set to begin the Division Series round, and tonight it is the Phillies and the Cardinals. So I hope you guys are excited for this series. Looking at both teams, I'll tell you right now, I have no idea how this series is going to go. Cardinals look a little better on paper, but the Philly lineup might have a little more punch. Who knows what's going to happen, how these dice are going to roll. And tonight we'll see. It is the two best pitchers for these teams pitching tonight. So we are all set and ready to go as we now begin the Division Series round. Fans here at Busch Stadium, their 1981 Cardinals didn't get a chance to do it in real life. They're going to get a chance to do it here on RJL 518. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Bob Forsch, their number one starter. 10 wins, 5 losses, a 3.18 ERA. He will get the call for games 1 and 5 of the series, if, of course, it goes that far. Can the Phillies repeat as champs? Will they be able to defend? Or will the Cardinals punch their ticket to the NLCS? Anything is possible. Let's get started. Leading off for the Phillies, first baseman Pete Rose. .325 average, no homers, 33 RBIs. Using red, white, and white dice. The Cardinals are the home team. So here we go. NLDS Game 1. Phillies, Cardinals. Let's play some baseball. 3-4 against a switch left. That's a walk. That 14 is going to be too high. Busch Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts and 2 from walks. Rose, a 2-1, and that's going to be a fly out to left. 1 out. Next batter, second baseman Manny Trio. A .287 average, 6 homers, and 36 RBIs in 81. Forsch with the pitch. 1-1 against a righty. That's a strikeout, and he will get Trio on a K. Just barely got him with a 4. Against righties, a 7, -2 is a 5. And he barely gets them, and that is strikeout number 1 for Forsch. He only had 41 Ks that year, not really a strikeout pitcher. 2 men out. Here's the left fielder, Gary Matthews, a .301 average, 9 homers, and 67 RBIs. Forsch will wheel and deal. 5-3, that's blank. Matthews, 5-5, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Up with it will be Templeton, and he will toss it to first for the out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Fighting Phils, as we will now go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, their number 1 starter, lefty Steve Carlton. 13 wins, 4 losses, a 2.42 ERA. He was a Cy Young candidate that season, one of the better seasons that lefty had. So we kind of figuring the rest of how the Philly rotation looks. The Phillies, in my opinion, really need to win tonight. Leading off for the Redbirds, second baseman Tommy Herr. 268 average, no homers, and 46 RBIs. Lefty, he will make the pitch. 3-1 against the switch right. That's going to be a blank. Herr, 1-4, and it's a leadoff base hit past second, and the Cardinals will start their playoffs with a single. Herr goes to first, and he's a definite stealing threat. Infield goes a double play depth. Shortstop Gary Templeton is up next, a 288 average, a home run, 33 RBIs. Anything with Herr, that is a 3. He does get the jump. Let's see, 15 minus 1 is 14. Boone, a +2 is a 16. Herr at 23 stolen bases. That's good enough for me. Herr's going to try to steal second. A 1-16, he is safe, and he just gets under the tag with a 15 as Herr steals second base. Stolen base for Herr. That takes away the double play chance. Re-rolling a strat, and this time Herr will not do anything. He will stay at second. Lefty with the pitch. 6-2. That's a walk plus, and that 6 is going to walk Templeton, and the Cardinals are getting off to a quick start. First walk issued by Carlton. He only had 59 of them in 81. So already a base hit and a walk, so the Cardinals are starting off quickly. And that will bring up first baseman Keith Hernandez. A 306 average, 8 homers, 48 RBIs, and Steeler fan knows he belongs in the Hall of Fame. Infield is back at double play depth. Checking strategy, nothing happening. Herr on at second, Templeton on at first. Cardinals are off to a quick start. 6-6, strikeout plus, and that 13 is definitely going to get Hernandez, and he will strike him out. Strikeout number 1 for Carlton. He had 179 of them in 81. So Hernandez goes down on strikes. Next batter will be center fielder George Hendrick. He is in center for the playoffs. A 284 average, 18 homers, 61 RBIs. Very dangerous hitter. Checking strategy again. Nothing happening on the bases. Voters say no. Whatever. Carlton will make the pitch. 2-3. That's at the park. Busch Stadium says 5-2, and that's going to be a fly ball to left, and Matthews will get to it and make the catch for the out. Personally, I think Bill Swift should be in the Hall of Fame. What do you think there, Steeler fan? Yeah, I agree with you. I think Bill Swift is a definite Hall of Famer. I totally agree. Next batter, left fielder Dane Orge. A 327 average, 2 homers, 39 RBIs. He is a starter for the Cardinals in the playoffs. Runners at first and second, and that is a 6. Nothing happening with Herr. He'll stay put. Lefty dials in. He'll make the pitch. 2-3. Again, that's at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-2, and that's going to be a base hit right past second. Orge comes through with a single. Will it score Herr? His base running rating's a 3 with 2 outs of 4. It's a single past second, and he is going to come around, and he will score. Herr will come in. Templeton, a base running rating of 6 with 2 outs. He'll easily make third, and Orge has an RBI single. The Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0. So the Cardinals get on the board first. Swift can't even sniff the ballot. I don't know. I think he no-hit some team. I forget who that was. I think you might know. Runners at first and third. Orge comes through with an RBI single to get a run in early. Next batter, third baseman Ken Oberkfell. 293 average, 2 homers, 45 RBIs. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. That is a 3. Templeton not doing anything. Lefty will make the pitch. 6-2. That's a walk plus. That 19, that's going to be too high. Oberkfell will not walk. He does get to swing 2-3, and that's a ground ball to short. Boa will get that one. He'll throw to second to get Orge, and that will retire the side. Cardinals get on the board first. 1 run on 2 hits, a walk, a stolen base. And it is already 1-0 in favor of the Redbirds. Extremely controversial conditions. In other words, it was rigged, as you said. Top of the second, leading off for the Phillies will be Michael Jack Schmidt. 316 average, 31 bombs, 91 RBIs. Schmidt is definitely the best player on this Philly club. They're going to have to get some help from him, I think. Forsch with the pitch. 4-6. That's a range play. Schmidt, a 6-1 against a righty. That's a fly ball to left. Getting over there is Forsch. His range is a 2, and he'll make the catch with a 1. What a play by Forsch. He definitely takes a hit away from Schmidt. Fly out to left, 1 away. Nice play by Dane Forsch. Next up for the Phillies, right fielder Bake McBride. A 271 average, 2 homers, 21 RBIs. McBride and Lonnie Smith are platooning. McBride will bat against the righties. Lonnie Smith will bat against the lefties. Forsch will make the pitch. 6-1 against the lefty, that's blank. McBride, 5-1, and he pops that one up into the infield. That's going to be a pop out to short. And that is out number 2. Center fielder Gary Maddox is up next. A 263 average, 5 homers, 40 RBIs. 3/4 of the world is covered by water. The rest of the earth is covered by Gary Maddox. Forsch, 3-1, blank. Maddox, 5-5, and that's a ground ball to short. Templeton will range over there with ease. He will make the play and throw to first. And 1, 2, 3, go the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the second. Woodman 564 joins us here at Busch Stadium. Leading off for the Cardinals will be right fielder Sixto Lezcano. Gotta love that baseball name. 266 average, 5 homers, 28 RBIs. Carlton, already a 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. Lefty, 1-5. That's blank. He's not tired. Lezcano, 3-3, and that's a fly out to left. One down, and the next batter will be the catcher, Gene Tennis. Tennis, a 233 average, 5 homers, and 22 RBIs. Tennis will be platooning with Darryl Porter. Tennis will bat against left-handed pitching. Porter will bat against righties. So I was able to platoon a player for the Cardinals, which I try to do if I can. If not, the same lineups will always be out there. Carlton with the pitch. 2-5, that's an error on a grounder. Tennis, 1-1, that's a fly out to left, and that will be out number 2. I try to platoon one player if I can. And if I can't, it depends really on at-bats and game and appearances. The pitcher, Bob, may the force be with you, comes up. 122 average. He had 3 RBIs as a hitter. 6-6 from Carlton. Strikeout plus, not a problem. And Forsch will just swing away and not get nothing. Second strikeout for Carlton. A 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. A much better inning for lefty. 1-0 after 2. Top of the third. And leading off for the Phillies will be shortstop Larry Boa. Boa, 283 average. No bombs, 31 RBIs. Boa actually did pretty well against right-handed pitching. Forsch with the pitch. 6-3. That's a walk. That 8 is not going to be high enough. It's too high. Boa does have an 8, but -2 and walks makes him a 6. Boa, a 6-3. And against a right-handed pitcher, that's going to be a single right past short. Boa goes ahead and gets a base hit. That's the first hit of the game for the Phillies in this contest. Here's the catcher, Bob Boone. Boone, 211 average, 4 homers, 24 RBIs. Infield goes to double play depth. Boa can steal a few bases here. The 10 is not telling him anywhere. May the force be with you. Here's the pitch. 4-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 4-1. And Boone laces one deep into the right field corner. And that's going to go all the way to the wall and bounce away from Lezcano. Boa coming around third. He will score. Boone is going to slide into third. That's a triple. That's going to be a triple for Boone as he got all of that thanks to Busch Stadium. And this game is tied at 1. 1-1 tie, an RBI triple by Bob Boone. Busch Stadium, actually the batting average at Busch Stadium is .262, so we could see a lot of hits there. Next batter is going to be the pitcher, Steve Carlton. Carlton batted .134 in 81 as a hitter. He had 4 RBIs. Don't think we'll see a squeeze play. Boone has got absolutely no base running rating. He is slow as molasses. I actually can't believe he got a triple with a base running rating of 1, but he must have been huffing and puffing. The infield is going to come in anyway. So let's see if that's a 4, and Boone is staying right where he's at. Forsch will make the pitch. 6-4, that's blank. Carlton, 1-2, and that's a fly ball to left. Getting over there is Orge. He will make the catch for the out. Carlton has no sacrifice fly rating. I really doubt Boone's going to come in. Boone has a base running rating of 1, and Orge has a +1 arm. He does not have a good arm, so Boone's going to see what happens here. A 1-2, Boone will score. A 3-5, he holds. A 6, it could be an out. And that is a 1. Boone actually gonna, and he slides in and he is safe. But Boone scores on a sacrifice fly from Carlton, and the Phillies now lead it 2-1. Carlton must have gotten enough on that ball to send Boone. And that is a sacrifice fly to left. And it is now 2-1 Phillies. Stadium groans. So after a quick 1-0 lead, the Phillies now take the lead, and here is Pete Rose. Pete Rose is 0 for 1. Infield is back to normal. 1 out here in the top of the third. Forsch, 2-3. That's an error on a throw. Rose, 6-3. That's a line drive at right to short. Templeton grabs it for out number 2. And, of course, there is no throwing error. Here's Trio. Trio struck out his first time up. Forsch, he'll make the pitch. 5-2 against a righty. Strikeout. 19 is way out of there. Trio, 4-6. It's a ground ball to second. And Herr will grab it, and he will toss it to first to retire the side. 2 runs for the Phillies on 2 hits and a sacrifice fly. Strange that it was Boone that gets himself a triple, but it's good enough. We'll take it. And it's 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. I'm surprised Bob B hasn't joined us yet. He's the big-time Cardinal fan here. Bottom of the third, Tom Herr will lead off. He singled, stole a base, and scored his first time up. Lefty will pitch. 6-1, strikeout +9, and he nails him on a K. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for lefty. Here's Templeton. Templeton walked his first time up. Carlton settles in. He'll make the pitch. 4-5. Hit by pitch. 10 is high. Templeton 4-3. And that's grounded to first. And Rose will take it himself for the out. 2 now. Cardinals getting the chance they didn't get in real life in 81 due to the strike. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez struck out his first time up. Lefty settles in, makes the pitch. 3-3, error on a throw. Hernandez, 4-3. And that is not going to be a throwing error. That's going to be an infield single to first. Rose has an error rating of 2. And that's a 2. He's actually going to try to throw to get Hernandez out, and he throws it away. That is a throwing error on Rose. I don't believe it. He commits an error. And that's going to send Hernandez to second automatically. An error on Pete Rose. His error rating is a 2. It's a single. It's an S3, which means it's an infield single. And since it is a 2, he actually tried to get Hernandez. Carlton went over there, and he throws that away. And it's not like an error on a throw on a grounder where you actually try to go ahead and see if it gets by the receiver. That's an automatic 1 base error. Hernandez goes to second. That's a single and an error is what that is. So a single and an E3. And that's the first error on the Phillies. And I can't believe Rose committed it. An error rating of 2, and he does make it. Wow. Now can the Cardinals take advantage of it? And here comes Hendrick. Carlton Rose is livid. I wonder if Rose made a bet on the game or something. 2 outs, and we'll see if Hernandez is doing anything at second. He is not. Hendrick is 0 for 1. Carlton with the pitch. 4-2. Against a righty, it's a blank. Hendrick, 3-1. Base hit left field. Hendrick gets a single. Let's see if it scores Hernandez. His base running rating's a 4 with 2 outs of 5. Single to left, +1 is 6. Matthews has a -1 arm. He's got a good arm. So got to actually have to throw. Hernandez coming around third. A 1-5, he will score. And it is a 5, and he does. The error does hurt the Phillies. Hendrick will hold at first. And that goes as an RBI single. We are tied at 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! So the error does bite the Phillies in the butt, and that allowed a run to come in there. And Hendrick will hold at first base. RBI single. Here comes Forsch. Forsch singled his first time up. Hendrick on it first. Anything happening on the bases? No. Lefty will have to make a pitch. 6-6. Strikeout +3. Got him. He gets Forsch easily because Forsch is a 3 but becomes a 13. -2 is 11. He gets Forsch, and that actually retires a side. 4th strikeout for Carlton. Damage was done, though. 1 run on 2 hits and an error. After 3, we are tied at 2. In this first game of this NLDS between the Phillies and the Cardinals. And as I said, I really have no idea how this series is going to go. Both teams have strengths and both teams have weaknesses. Top of the 4th, leading off for the Phillies will be Gary Matthews. He is 0 for 1. Forsch settles in. He'll make the pitch. A 6-4. That's blank. Matthews, 6-5. Base hit right past third for a single. Matthews will hold at first. Leadoff runner on for the Phillies. And here comes Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 1. Matthews does have stealing ability. Very good steals, actually, with a good high stolen base rating. Double play, Depp is on. And nothing happening on the bases, though. Forsch keeps Matthews at first. Forsch looking on. He'll make the deal. 1-3. Strikeout 14. Nope, that's too high. Schmidt, 6-2. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Grounded to third. Let's see if they turn the 2. 3-0-4. Second base pivot. Her +1 is a 5. And they got him. Third base to second base to first base. Double play. 2 outs. Schmidt just hits it right at Oberfell, who just guns it to her. And her has a +1 pivot rating. Very good double play guy. And there are 2 down. 5-4-3 double play. Here comes McBride. McBride is 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Forsch, 2-5. Against the lefty, that's blank. McBride, a 1-3, and that's grounded to second. Herr will have no trouble with that, and he will toss it over to first, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Lefty gets back on the mound, and here comes Ken Oberkfell to lead it off. He is 0 for 1. Tied at 2, bottom of the fourth, game 1 of this NLDS between the Phillies and the Cardinals. 2-2, home run chance. Oberkfell, a lefty, a 1-10. The 15 is too high. Oberkfell will swing the bat, 2-5, and he just chops it to first. Rose does not make an error this time. He'll take it, and that is the out. One down, that will bring up Lezcano. Lezcano is 0 for 1. Everybody in the chat, be wary of spam. I'm noticing it's not just me. A lot of chats are getting spammed. It wasn't just me I'm noticing. It's other chats I've been to. So be on the lookout. Any spam or anything nasty in the chat, block it, hide it, and get rid of it for me. Carlton with the pitch. 3-5. That's a walk plus. That 13 will walk Lezcano easily. And he will walk him. Lezcano must have had a lot of walks. He's got walks of 21 and 22 against lefties and righties. So obviously he walked a lot in 81. Infield goes to double play depth. The batter is Tennis. Tennis is 0 for 1. Not the first time Gene Tennis has been in the playoffs. Remember, Tennis was with the 1976 Oakland Athletics when they played the World Series in the 76 season and went all the way, but just lost to the Phillies. So Gene Tennis might have a little chip on his shoulder playing these Phillies again in the playoffs, only this time he is with the Redbirds. Checking strategy roll, and that's 12. Lezcano stays. Carlton, 5-3. That's a range play. Tennis, 1-3. That's a fly ball to right field. Getting over there is McBride. It's kind of out of his reach, though. His range is a 2. And nope, that's going to drop, and that is going to be a single for Tennis. It's a base hit. Base hit for right. Lezcano, a base running rating of 3. Single to right, +2 is 5. Right fielder McBride, +2 is a 7. He's got a lousy arm. Lezcano makes third easily without a throw. So a base hit for Tennis. And the batter now is Forsch. Forsch is 0 for 1. He is going to bat here. And I'm not going to call a bunt. So I'm not going to call a squeeze play. So we're going to go ahead and try to go ahead and bat this. Infield is still a double play depth. Checking strat, and nothing happening. So even if I did want to squeeze, the bunt didn't come up. Carlton will go ahead and deal it. Pitch from lefty, 1-2. Wild pitch, 15. Wow, too high. And Boone makes a great play, and he jumps out of his seat and goes right to Carlton and say, hey, come on. Go ahead, run at third base here, lefty. Come on. Ball 1. Carlton again with the pitch. 1-4. Strikeout 6. Got him. And that is strikeout number 5 for lefty. And Boone says, that's better. That's better. He gets Forsch out. A chance now for Herr. Herr is 1 for 2. Runners at the corners. Nothing happening on the bases. Carlton, 3-5. That's a walk plus, and that 10 is going to walk Herr. And the bases are loaded. Carlton having some issues with control in this game. Another walk issued by Carlton, and that is his third walk of the game. And the bases are loaded for a very dangerous Gary Templeton. Templeton is 0 for 1. Fans here at Busch Stadium hoping for a big hit from Templeton. Runners at bases are juiced. Ducks on the pond. That is a 5. Nothing happening. Lefty has to make a good pitch. Here it comes. 5-6. Strikeout 12. And he is. Nope, it's too high. Templeton is a 12, but -2 is a 10. Templeton gets the swing. 5-1. And it's a fly ball to left field. Gary Matthews says, I'll take it, no problem. And he will put it away for the out. Oh, bases loaded, but the Cardinals couldn't do anything with it. No runs. There was a hit, a couple of walks. Unbelievable. Still tied at 2 after 4. Stadium groans. Top of the 5th. Leading off for the Phillies will be Gary Maddox. Maddox is 0 for 1. So far, Forsch and Carlton pitching a pretty decent game. That's only 2. They've only 4 runs given up between the two, pretty much under their ERAs. Forsch, a 1-6. That's an error on a grounder. Maddox, 2-3. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second. Herr has an error rating of 2. That's a 16. He won't do a Pete Rose, and he'll toss it to first for the out. Ground out to second, and here comes Boa. Boa singled his first time up. 1 out. Will Bob use the Forsch? Here it comes. 3-4. Against the switch left. That's a walk, but that 19 is high. Boa, 6-3. And against a right-handed pitcher, that's going to be a single. Past shortstop. A base hit for Boa. Boa gets his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2. Nice start for him. And now here comes Bob Boone. Boone hit a triple his last time up. It was an RBI triple, of course, with Boa on at third. Infield is at double play depth. Boa does not get the jump to do anything, so he stays put. Forsch, he will pitch. 2-5 against a righty. Strikeout 3. No, that's too high. Boone is a 4. -2 is a 2. The 3 is high. Boone gets the swing. 2-3, and it's just a lazy fly ball to left. And Orge is going to get that for the out. 2 outs. And now here comes Lefty. Lefty sacrifice fly his first time up, believe it or not. 2 outs. Boa going to do anything? Nope. Forsch with the pitch. 6-6. Strikeout 14. And he will get Carlton on a K. And that is strikeout number 2 for Forsch. No runs. A hit for the Phillies as they're kept pretty quiet in this inning, although they did get themselves a base hit. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Here comes Keith Hernandez leading off for the St. Louis Redbirds. Hernandez got a base hit his last time up and scored, and he also moved over on an error. So Carlton will make the pitch to Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Carlton, a 2-5. That's an error on a grounder. Hernandez, 4-2. And that is, again, that's a ground ball to first. Rose's error rating is a 2. He doesn't make it that time. That's a 15. Rose says, I got it. Come over here, and Carlton will go over to first, and he will take the out from Rose, and that is the first out. This time, Rose did not make an error. It would have been interesting if he made another error with Hernandez at bat. 1 out. Hendrick is up. He's 1 for 2. Carlton settles in the deal. 1-1. Strikeout plus. And that is going to be a 3. And Hendrick is a dead duck. He is out of there. Strikeout number 6 for Lefty. Now he's beginning to deal. Next batter will be Orge. Orge is 1 for 2. Carlton will make the pitch to Orge. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 2 here. 6-5 against the lefty. That's going to be an automatic out. And it's a ground ball to second base. Trio has it. And he will throw to first for the out. A nice 1-2-3 inning. Nice 1, 2, 3 inning by Lefty. And after 5, we are still tied at 2. Sixth inning is next. And Peter Rose will lead off. He is 0 for 2. Forsch settles in on the mound. Checks in with it. Now the pitch. 1-4. That's an automatic out. And it will be a ground ball to third, picked up by Oberkfell. And he'll toss out Rose for the out. So far, Rose is starting off 0 for 3. Here's Trio. Trio is 0 for 2. Forsch, a 5-4. That's a home run chance. Trio a righty, a 1-5. The 4 passes against a right-handed pitcher. Trio is an 8. So here comes the pitch. It's a mistake. Does Trio take advantage of it? He swings. Got it. Kaboom. That ball is high. That ball is at deep to left. Going back is Orge. He's going to run out of room. That's a solo home run for Manny Trio. Trio comes through with a big bomb. As he sends that one over left field and Orge just run out of room. It is 3-2 Phillies. Stadium groans. Trio gets the first home run of this division series round. I'm going to try to keep track of homers as well as averages for the players. Here's Matthews. Matthews is 1 for 2, and of course I do that to try to decide who gets the MVP at the end of the playoffs, at the end of the World Series. So Forsch will pitch to Matthews, and 1-3, strikeout, 17, no way. Matthews, 2-3. That's a ball hit to center field. That is a 20 against a righty. That is just going to be way too high. Hendrick will track it down for the out. So 2 outs. And now here is Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 2. And you know Schmidt's probably going to be hitting home runs somewhere in this postseason. He had 31 of them in 81. He was an MVP candidate. Mike Schmidt may be the best. Even though it's .316 average, Schmidt might actually be the best hitter in the entire postseason of all of them, probably. I'm expecting good things from him, even though he's off to an 0 for 2 start. Problem with Schmidt, he strikes out a lot against right-handed pitching. Forsch, 6-6, strikeout 5. And just like I said, that's a K. He got him. Schmidt will go down on strikes. And that's strikeout number 3 for Forsch. And that ends the inning. As I said, he strikes out a lot against right-handers. But 1 run on 1 hit, a big bomb by Manny Trio of all people. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Ken Oberkfell. Oberkfell is 0 for 2. Now let's see if Carlton can pitch a little better with the lead. Carlton, 4-1. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 5-1. Base hit, left field. That's a single for Oberkfell, and he will head to first. Leadoff single for the Redbirds. Here comes Lezcano. Lezcano walked his last time up. He is 0 for 1. Carlton, Oberkfell, anything on the bases? That is a 12. The answer is no. Lefty with the pitch. 4-1. Again at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-6. And that is going to be a fly ball to right. McBride will get to that for the out. 1 down. And here comes Tennis. Tennis is 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Oberkfell staying put. Carlton doing a pretty good job keeping him at first. Oberkfell can steal bases. He had 13 of them in 81. Carlton, 6-3. Strikeout 20. That's way too high. Tennis, a 3-1. That's a ball hit to right field. That is an 8 against the lefty. Tennis goes ahead and launches a double into right field. That is a double for Tennis. Will it score? Oberkfell. Base running rating is a 4. Double to right, -1-3. Right fielder McBride, +2 is a 5. A 1-5, Oberkfell will score. He does. Tennis comes away with a big RBI double. This game is tied once again. Stadium cheers. EA! Now tied at 3 as Carlton couldn't hold the 1-run lead. Tennis on its second. Tennis off to a good start. He's 2 for 3. That brings up the pitcher, Bob Forsch. And am I going to let him bat? Let's see. Forsch can pitch to 25 batters. He has 3 batters left before he is tired. I think with a runner on second, and with only 1 out, I don't think I let Forsch bat. If I'm the Cardinals, I think I pull him and go to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Forsch. It is a 3-3 tie. You got a big run at second base. If there was nobody on base, I probably would have let him pitch. Coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be Gene Roof. He actually did make the postseason roster. Roof, a 300 average and 3 RBIs. He can be very interesting with that card of his. So Gene Roof will bat against Carlton. I usually go by averages instead of at bats. In postseason, I changed the rules up a little bit because this is the playoffs. This is not the regular season. So Tennis on at second. Roof will bat. There is 1 out. Tennis not doing anything at third. Carlton will have to make the pitch to Roof. Here it comes, 6-3, strikeout 2, and he got him. He gets Gene Roof on a K. And that is strikeout number 7 for Carlton. And there are 2 outs. And that is a big K right there. So Tennis stays at second. The next batter is Her. Her is 1 for 2. Singled and walked. 2 outs. Checking strat. Nothing happening. Carlton does have good pickoff chances. Now lefty looking in on Her. Here it comes. 5-2. Strikeout 3. And he got him. Struck him out against left-handed pitching. Her's a 9. -2 is a 7. That's a 3. He got Her. And that will retire the side. Strikeout number 8 for Carlton. But the damage did come in, though. 1 run on 2 hits. After 6, we are tied at 3. And not surprised that these 2 teams are playing like this. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Phillies will be Bake McBride. And the Cardinals need a pitcher. And they are going to go with, let's see here. I keep on thinking I got to put him there. Let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals will be Luis De Leon. No wins, a loss, no saves, a 2.35 ERA. So here comes De Leon. He will be the second Cardinal pitcher. So Luis De Leon, Bake McBride will lead off. Top of the 7th, tied at 3. De Leon, 1-4. That's blank. McBride, 4-5. And that's a fly ball to left. Orge will get to it for the out. Maddox is next, and he is 0 for 2. So far, Maddox has been kept quiet in this first game. De Leon with the pitch. 6-1. That's a home run result. That's a home run result against a righty, though. Maddox is a 3, and he just missed it. That's a 4. De Leon almost gave up a meatball to Maddox. Actually, he did give up a meatball. Maddox couldn't put the tomato sauce on it. It's a 5-2, and all he does is shoot it up in the infield. And getting over there is Templeton, and he will make the catch for the out. That's a pop out to short. Maddox slams his helmet on the ground, knowing he got a fat pitch, but he couldn't do anything with it. He knows he should have sent that one into orbit. Here's Boa. Boa having a good game. He's 2 for 2. De Leon settles in. He'll make the pitch. 3-6. That's an error chance. Boa. 5-2, and that is a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Oberkfell. His error rating is a 10. That's an 8, and he boots it, and it gets away from him and will go into foul territory. And Boa will be safe at first. And that is an E5. First error on the Cardinals. Both teams now have one error. As Oberkfell tried to make the play a little too quick, and Boa will be safe, and that leaves another chance for the Phillies. Here comes Boone. Boone is 1 for 2, has an RBI triple, and nothing happening on base. Boa stays put. De Leon looking on at Boone. Boone can hit righties a little better. Here comes the pitch. 1-5, range play at the park. Busch Stadium says 5-4, and that is a fly ball to left field. It's a range play for Dane Orge. Orge's range is a 2. He gets over there. Can he get there in time? Yes, he does. On a 1, Orge makes the catch and retires the side. What a play by Orge. And Boone is mad. He thought he had a hit there. Orge makes another great play. His range is a 2. It's not the first time he made a good range play, and he takes a possible hit away from Boone, and that will end the inning. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. And people, watch the chat for spam. Tomorrow night, we will have more exciting Division Series action. Tomorrow night, we travel to Yankee Stadium for Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. So all you Yankee fans in the chat, because I know every one of you is a Yankee fan. I know that for sure. So please, Give us your greatest cheer for the New York Yankees. They will host the Boston Red Sox, and it will be a rematch of the AL East Championship game, which we did at the end of the season. Bobby Ojeda will once again go up against Dave Righetti. That will be tomorrow night's matchup, Game 1 of the ALDS between the Red Sox and the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. So I hope all of you will give those great New York Yankees a big cheer. What do you guys say? We go to the bottom of the 7th here. We are tied at 3 between the Phillies and the Cardinals. Lefty still has, let's see, he's getting up there a little bit. Let's see, 28, 930. He's got about 4 batters left before he gets tired. And Lefty, however, is due to bat first in the 8th. So they're going to see if Lefty can get through this inning. So this will probably be Carlton's last inning. Yankees Bob 7 joins us here at Busch Stadium. The first time I've seen Yankees Bob 7. Welcome, sir. Gary Templeton leads off. Carlton will pitch to him. Templeton is 0 for 2. Carlton with the pitch. 6-6. Strikeout plus. He got him. Templeton goes down. Strikeout number 9 for Lefty. And that is the first out. Next up will be Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Hernandez is 1 for 3. Singled and reached on an error. Hernandez will go up against Carlton here. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Lefty with the pitch, 5-6. Strikeout 14, that's high. Hernandez, 6-4, and that's a fly ball to left. Matthews will make the catch, and that will be the second out. So 2 men down, and here comes Hendrick. Hendrick is 1 for 3. Carlton will settle in and make the pitch on Hendrick. And here it comes. And that is 1-5. That's a blank. He's not tired yet. Hendrick, 5-5. And against the lefty. Base hit right past short. A single for Hendrick, and he will hold at first. Single for Hendrick. He is now 2 for 2. 2 singles. And now here's Forsch. Forsch is 1 for 3. He's made some great plays in the outfield out there. So now they're hoping that the fans here at Busch Stadium can go ahead and make a play, or make a hit in this case. Tied at 3. Hendrick on at first. I'm still rolling strategy. Nothing happening there. Carlton will make the pitch. This could be his last batter, depending on what happens. Lefty. 2-1, strikeout 17, no. Forsch, 5-6, it's a base hit past short, it's a single. Hendrick, a base running rating of 1, becomes a 2 with 2 outs. He won't make third, though. He's pretty slow. He'll hold at second. Another hit in a row. So back-to-back singles. And now a chance for Ken Oberkfell. And that is going to be it for Carlton. He is now tired. And usually I would let him try to finish out the inning. But Oberkfell hits lefties a little better than righties. That is going to be it for Carlton. So the Phillies will bring in a pitcher. And let's see who they're going to bring in here. And I think they're going to go with the righty, and I think in the 7th inning, he's due to bat first. I think it's a waste. I'm going to go with Prawley. Save Reed for later. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Mike Prawley. 2 wins, 1 loss, a save, a 3.86 ERA. Prawley is there to get a hold and try to maybe get Oberkfell. Oberkfell does hit righties a little worse, so that's why Prawley is put in there right now. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 3. Fans here at Busch hoping the Cardinals can get a hit. Strategy roll. 9, nothing happening. Prawley will pitch. And it is a 3-3. That is a home run chance. Oberkfell, a lefty. A 1-20. That will pass. Against a righty, though, Oberkfell only has a 3. A 1-3. Oberkfell hits a 3-run bomb. No, it's too high. So Oberkfell can't take advantage of the mistake by Prawley. Let's see what he does do. 6-6, and he just chops it to second base. Trio is up with it. He pumps once and throws to first to get the out, and Oberkfell is mad. Side retired. No runs. There were 2 hits. And after 7, we stay tied at 3. As Prawley gets it done to get out Oberkfell. We go to the top of the 8th inning. We are tied at 3. Luis De Leon is going to, I think he's probably going to pitch. Let's see here. Mike Prawley coming out. The pitcher was due to lead off. And coming on to lead off for the Phillies is going to be Greg Gross. 225 average, no homers, 7 RBIs. I'm going to go with the lefty over the righty. So Greg Gross will pinch hit against De Leon. And De Leon is going to pitch. So he got 2 more batters he can face before tiring. So let's see what he can do. De Leon, one of the Cardinal better pitchers in the bullpen. De Leon, 5-4. That's a blank. Gross, 6-4, base hit, center field. Gross comes through with a leadoff single. He will go to first. Gross gets to first base, and now that brings up Charlie Hustle. Hustle is 0 for 3, so Rose has definitely got to do something here. And they're going to, now the question is, do you want DeLeon to pitch to Rose? You know what? I think not. They're going to bring him out, and the Cardinals will go to the bullpen. They will bring out a lefty. Let's see what's going to be. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Jim Cott. Congratulations, Jim Cott, on being gone to the Hall of Fame. You know, I was kind of on the fence about Jim Cott going into the Hall, but he did pitch in the big leagues for 25 years. He had very close to 300 wins. He had a lot of losses, too. And his ERA was 3.45. He had close to 3,000 strikeouts. You know what? Fine. You want to put Cott in the Hall of Fame? I'll buy it. So here comes Cott. He's in the Hall of Fame, and I have and I will accept it. So here comes Rose. Rose is 0 for 3. A big chance here for the Phillies. Infield is at double play depth. Let's see if Gross is going to do anything. That is a 4. No, he will not. And I'm not going to do a hit and run here, although Rose doesn't strike out much. You know what? Maybe I will do a hit and run. Gross is a 10. Plus 1 is an 11. 10 is plus 1 is a 12. So it would be a 1 to 10 if Rose strikes out. We're going to do the hit and run. Hit and run is on. Cott will make the pitch. 6-4. That's a range play. But Rose will swing 4-4. And that is a fly ball to right field. Getting over there is Lezcano. It's a range play for him. His range is a 2. Does he get there? Yes, he does. Wow, the outfield for the Cardinals is doing a heck of a job out there. A range of a 2, and he makes the catch. Fly out to right, and Gross has got to go back. Yeah, Steeler fan. Yeah, you let them know I accept Cott. But tell them that Baines has got to be kicked out and Hernandez has got to be put in. Thank you very much. Here's Trio. Rose thought he was going to get a hit, but he just missed it. Trio is up. He is 1 for 3. He's got a bomb in this game. Infield is still at double play depth. And that is a 1. Gross, I'm not going to send him on a steal. He'll stay put. I'll let Trio swing. Cott will pitch to Trio. And here it comes. 4-1. That's a blank. Trio. 1-3. Line drive right to short. Out number 2. The throw goes to first. The only way they get Gross out at first on a 1, that's a 3. He gets back. Actually, there was no throw, but Gross went ahead and just got back there in time, and that is 2 outs. 2 down now, and here it comes Matthews. Matthews is 1 for 3. Gross on at first. Checking strategy again. This time he stays, nothing happening. Cott, he will make the pitch to Matthews. And that's a 2-1. That's a blank. Matthews, 2-2. And that's grounded to short. Up with it will be Templeton. He will throw to second to get Gross. And that will retire the side. So what started out kind of promising actually ends up kind of like with a thud. No runs, a hit for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're still tied at 3. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Sixto Lezcano leads off for the Cardinals. They got right, and a switch coming up. I think the Phillies will go with another right-hander. Now they will bring on Ron Reed. 5 wins, 3 losses, 8 saves, a 3.08 ERA. They will bring on Reed. Tug McGraw can save a game if necessary, but they want the righty up there. So here is Ron Reed making his first appearance in this division series. Lezcano will go up against him. Tied at 3, bottom of the 8th. Reed, 5-6, strikeout 14. No. Lezcano, 5-5, and that's a ball hit to right field. That is a 15 against the righty. Lezcano hits one into right, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Lezcano rounding around second, going into third, slides safe with a triple. Lezcano just got the triple on a 15. He just got it. And the go-ahead run is 90 feet away. A big-time triple by Lezcano. And now the batter is Tennis. The infield will come in. Lezcano's base running rating is a 1 with the infield in. Tennis is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Reed on Matt gives up a big-time triple. The Cardinals would love to take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th as they can get Suter out for the 9th. Reed will settle in. We'll check strategy roll first. Nothing happening. Lezcano at third. Reed will make the pitch. 6-2. That's a blank. Tennis swings 6-4. And against the righty, it's a walk. He walked him. Tennis will walk instead. Against the right-handed pitcher, that's a W. That's an automatic walk, and Tennis will walk to first. Third time he's been on base. Runners at the corners with nobody out. The next batter is caught. They will go to the bench, as they should. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be Mike Ramsey. 258 average, no homers, and 9 RBIs. Ramsey did make the playoff roster. The pitcher spot for the Cardinals is 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. So here is Ramsey against Reed. Infield is in. Checking strategy roll still. 20. Reed has no pickoff, so nothing happening. Reed will now pitch to Ramsey. Fans here at Busch Stadium hoping for a big hit. Pitch from Reed. 5-2. Walk 10. That's too high. Ramsey 2-6. It's a ground ball right back to Reed. Grounder to Reed. Lezcano, he's going to look Lezcano back. He will not attempt to score. The throw will go to first automatically for the out. And Tennis goes to second. Oh, boy. Right back to Reed on a comebacker. And Lezcano did not want to take a chance. He probably would have been a dead duck. And he holds there at third, but Tennis goes to second. But that's okay. That makes sense because now you have Tommy Herr coming up to bat. Herr is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. A big chance here. Infield is still in. Reed checking the strategy roll again. That's a 3. Nothing happening. Lezcano stays where he is at. Reed will make the pitch. 3-1. That's a blank. Reed is not tired. Herr will swing. 4-5. And that is a ground ball to second base. That's a ground ball to second. Lezcano would be able to score on a 1 or a 6 if I send him. And you got Templeton coming up to bat. I am not going to send Lezcano. The throw goes to first for the out. 2 away. Oh, so far the infield in is making a big difference. Lezcano will stay put. And now there are 2 outs. Give Templeton a chance. Templeton hit 288. He is 0 for 3, though, in this game. You think he's due. Fans are at Busch Stadium. A big run 90 feet away, but the Phillies are keeping them in there. Reed checking strategy roll. 11, nothing happening. Reed will settle in. He'll make the pitch. It's a 1-4. It's an automatic out. The Phillies are going to get out of it. And it's a fly ball to center field. Maddox has a beat on it, and he takes it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Stadium groans. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, but the Cardinals can't get him in. Stays tied at 3 after 8. We go to the top of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Got to see first what happens in the top of the ninth. Leading off for the Phillies will be Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 3, not having a good night. The Cardinals are probably not going to play dumb. They're going to go ahead and bring in Bruce Sutter and try to see if they can do the job here. So here comes Mr. Bruce Sutter, pretty much the inventor of the save statistic, Hall of Famer. He was 3-5 with 25 saves, a 2.62 ERA. So Sutter will pitch to Schmidt here in the top of the ninth. In the 76 World Series, Mike Schmidt had 5 home runs, but just lost the MVP of the playoffs to Dick Allen, which I know nobody here had a problem with. Now, can Schmidt come through with a big hit here in this division series game? Sutter with the pitch. 2-2, strikeout, 19 is high. Schmidt will swing, 5-1, base hit, center field. Schmidt gets a single. And the leadoff runner is on. He finally comes through with a hit. Schmidt on at first, and that will bring up McBride. McBride is 0 for 3. Infield is at double play depth. Schmidt does have a slight stealing ability. He does not get the jump there, although that was a 7. Let's see here. Does make McBride have a shot at a hit and run? No, he does not. Even with a 6, he doesn't. So that was a 7, so no, there will not be a hit and run possibility. So McBride will bat against Sutter. Infield double play. Pitch from Sutter. That's a 2-6. Against the lefty, that's a walk plus. And that's going to walk McBride. Holy cow. Sutter gives up a hit and now a walk. And now runners at first and second. And here comes Maddox. Maddox is 0 for 3. You think he would be due. Infield still a double play depth. Fans here at Busch getting a little nervous. Checking strategy roll. That is an 8. Nothing happening here. Sutter will make a pitch to Maddox. Maddox is due. He's not a bad hitter, 263. Sutter with the pitch. 1-3, strikeout 6, and he got him. He got Maddox. Struck him out. Maddox against the righties a 9. -2 is a 7. That's a 6. He just got him. One big out there. And here comes Boa. Boa is reached base all 3 times. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles, and reached on an error. Doesn't Sutter get hit every time you bring him in? You think so, yeah. Runners at first and second. Sutter will make the pitch to Boa. Checking strat. That's a 3. And no, Schmidt stays put at second. I was thinking about setting him to third, but the 3 kept him there. He would need a 2 in order to do so, to try to get the jump. Sutter will make the pitch to Boa. Here it comes. 4-2. That's a blank. Boa will swing. 3-3, and it's a ground ball to short. Do they turn the double play? Let's see. 1-0, because a -1, +1. Second base her, +1 pivot. So a 1-2, it's a double play. It is a 2, they got it. Shortstop to second to first, double play, and the Cardinals get out of the inning. Side retired. Wow, no runs, a hit for the Phillies. They cannot get in a run in there. It stays tied at 3, as now we see if there's going to be any bottom of the 9th inning magic. Bottom of the 9th, Ron Reed. Let's see. Ron Reed is going to stay out there. He'll pitch for a while. He'll pitch, and Keith Hernandez leads off for the Cardinals. He is 1 for 4. Reed will stay out there at least, or will he? You know what? No, Reed is going to come out of the game, and the Phillies are going to bring in a lefty. and it's going to be Tug. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Tug McGraw. 2 wins, 4 losses, 10 saves, a 2.66 ERA. Remember, the rule is I cannot use any starters in the rotation until all relievers are used up. Okay, so I cannot use starters, and if I do use a starter, there's no fatigue. I'm not using fatigue rules at all. Everybody is fully dressed and ready to play. McGraw will pitch to Hernandez. The only way I may do fatigue is in a Game 7 of a World Series. Maybe the only way I was going to think of doing that. I was thinking of doing that for the 76 if it went to a Game 7 between the A's and the Phillies. McGraw will make the pitch. 1-1. That's a range play. Hernandez 2-6, and that is going to be a single past second base, but it's a range play for Trio. Trio, it's a single. If he doesn't make it, Trio's range is a 3, and he got it. He takes a single away from Hernandez, throws to first for the out. Wow, that now becomes a ground out to second. Hernandez thought he might have had a base hit, but a great play by Trio does the job. Here is Hendrick. Hendrick 2 for 4, and with one swing at a bat, he can end this game. McGraw's got to be very careful. He cannot pitch Hendrick. He cannot pitch Hendrick a meatball. Thank you very much there, BB. McGraw will make the pitch to Hendrick. Here it comes. It's a 1-4. Strikeout 10. That's too high. Hendrick 6-4, and that is a fly ball to right. Getting over there is McBride. He will make the catch for out number 2. 2 outs. And now here's Orge. Orge is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. McGraw will settle it in, and he will get set and make the pitch. 6-1. Possible error. Orge. 3-2, and that's a fly ball to left field. Getting over there is Matthews. His error rating is a 7. That's a 10. He will get over there. He will make the catch, and we have free baseball. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. One, two, three, go the Cardinals. And we've got extra innings in this first game of this NLDS. Tied at 3 after 9. As usual, every time I got the Cardinals on the board, it's always a wacky game. Something about the Cardinals. Something about the Cardinals. We go to the top of the 10th inning. We're tied at 3. Suter is going to stay out there, and he can pitch to 3 more batters before tiring. Leading off for the Phillies is going to be Bob Boone, and he is going to bat. Thinking now we got to go into extra innings. We're going to have to utilize pitchers differently. So here is Boone. Boone is 1 for 3. He has a triple in the game. Suter, he'll make the pitch. 1-6, that's a range play. Boone, 4-4, and that's a fly ball to center field. Getting over there is Hendrick. His range is a 2. All the Cardinal outfielders have ranges of 2, and they're making plays. Does Hendrick make this one? Yes, he does. It's a 1. Hendrick makes a catch out there. 1 out. The Cardinal outfield, every range is a 2 for every player, and they're making plays. Unbelievable defense by the Cardinals tonight. Tug McGraw is due up next. The Phillies will have to go to the bench, and it will be coming up to bat is going to be Lonnie Smith. Lonnie Smith, a 324 average. He is platooning in right field with McBride against left-handed pitching. But Lonnie Smith is on the bench for this one. Suter will pitch to Smith. And that's a 6-1, wild pitch, ball 1. Suter again, 4-6, that's a blank. Smith will swing, 6-4, and that is a fly ball to left. Forsch will get to it and make the catch. Out number 2. 2 outs. And now here comes Rose. Rose is 0 for 4. He hasn't gotten a hit yet. Suter will make the pitch. 1-3, strikeout 1. Got him. He struck out Rose, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Phillies as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Tied at 3, as Luzinski says, amateurs. Yep, Gold Gloves Luzinski, absolutely. How can you not love Gloves Luzinski from 76? Pretty much single-handedly kicked my Mets out of the playoffs in 76. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Ken Oberkfell. Phillies need to go to the bullpen. And let's see who the Phillies are going to bring out. And now we get into the part of the bullpen where the bullpen is not as good. He made the playoff roster. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Dan Larson. 3 wins, no losses, no saves. A 4.18 ERA. So here comes Dan Larson. He'll pitch against Oberkfell in the bottom of the 10th. When we start getting into the bullpens with the higher ERAs, anything is possible. Larson with the pitch. 3-6. That's blank. Oberkfell. 6-6. And it's a ground ball to short. Taking care of it is Boa. He'll throw to first for out number 1. Not surprised that I'm in extras here in this first game between these two. I have a funny feeling that we'll be seeing more than 1 or 2 extra inning games between the Phillies and the Cardinals in this series. Lezcano is next, and he is 1 for 3. He tripled his last time up. He also walked. Larson, and 1-4. That's a range play. Lezcano, 3-5. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 12. Against a righty, that's going to be a triple, but it's a range play to right field. Bake McBride is out there. His range is a 2 as well. Can McBride make the play out there? No, he can't. That's going to be just out of his reach. It shoots the gap to the wall. Lezcano rounding second. He'll slide into third with another triple. Lezcano, his second consecutive triple. He's got 2 of them tonight. He gets another one. Stadium cheers. Yay! The infield has to come in. And the batter will be Gene Tennis. And I just don't think I pinch hit for him, even though I have Landrum on the bench. Because if this goes into extras, you're going to need the catchers. So here comes Gene Tennis. Tennis having a good night, though. He's 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a walk. Lezcano on at third. Lezcano on at third. There is 1 out. The infield obviously is in. His base running rating is a 1. Tied at 3 with 1 out. If it's a ground ball, I might actually, well, he can only score on a 1 or a 6. So Larson will go ahead and make the pitch. First, we'll see if there's anything strategy. Nope. Larson will make the pitch to Tennis. Fans here at Busch hoping for a hit. Here it comes. 2-6 against a righty. Strikeout. 15. That is too high. Tennis does have a 15, but -2 makes him a 13. Tennis gets to swing the bat, and it is a 5-4, and it is a fly ball to left field. And that ball is caught by Matthews. That's out number 2. Tennis, though, it's a fly to left. Sacrifice fly roll is a 2. On a 1 or a 2, will Lezcano come in to score? No, he doesn't do it that way. Now Lezcano will try to come in on his own. Lezcano has a base running rating of 3. And out there, of course, Matthews has a -1 arm. So Lezcano now thinking what he wants to do. A 1 or a 2, Lezcano will score. 3 to 5, he holds. A 6, there could be an out. And he will hold. Holy cow, they couldn't get him in. Fly out to left, and Lezcano stays at third. Suter is due to bat. There are now 2 outs. And now you bring in Landrum because he is the next batter. So pinch hitting for Suter is going to be Tito Landrum, a 261 average, but now 2 outs. They could not bring Lezcano in. The pitcher spot is 0 for 4 for the Cardinals. Lezcano on at third. Larson trying to maybe just get this into the 11th inning. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Landrum settles in. Larson makes the pitch. It's a 5-5 strikeout. 17 is too high. Landrum 3-5, and it's a ground ball to third. Schmidt will grab it. He pumps once and throws to first. Side retired. Again, Lezcano gets a triple, and again, they can't get him in. No runs a hit. We go to the 11th. Lezcano saying, hey, man, maybe I should hit a double or something like that, or maybe a single. I'm giving you 3 bases, and you're not getting me in, guys. You know? Come on, man. We go to the top of the 11th inning. Tied at 3. What a way to kick off the division series round here on RJL 518. This is only the first game of this series. In the division series, remember, a minimum of 12 games, a maximum of 20. Tied at 3, top of the 11th. Leading off for the Phillies is going to be Manny Trio. Cardinals need a pitcher. And they are going to go with, let's see, right. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Joaquin Andujar. Joaquin Andujar actually started, I believe he started on the Astros in 81 and then was traded to the Cardinals later. But Andujar is on the Cardinals. He did make the playoff roster. So here is Joaquin Andujar, and he is in relief. And he is a relief pitcher for the Cardinals in the playoffs. 8 wins, 4 losses, a 4.10 ERA. So here is Andujar, and he'll pitch to Trio to start the top of the 11th. Andujar with the pitch. 5-4, strikeout, 14 is high. Trio, 4-2, and that's a fly ball to right. Getting over there will be Lezcano for out number 1. Trio did have a home run in this game. He is now 1 for 5. Here's Matthews. Matthews is 1 for 4. He has a single. Andujar, he'll go ahead and make the pitch. 4-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 1-6, and that's a fly ball to center. Hendrick will have all the room he needs, and that will be out number 2. 2 outs now for Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 1 for 4, singled his last time up. Joaquin Andujar, got to be careful with him. Schmidt has home runs on his card, period. So Andujar, if he throws Schmidt a meatball, that's instant lasagna. Andujar will make the pitch. 5-3, error on a throw. Schmidt, 6-5, and against a right-handed pitcher, that's going to be a base hit, in an infield single to third. That is picked up by Oberfell. His error rating is a 10. That's a 12. He will not try to get Schmidt, and that's not going to be an error, and Schmidt has an infield single. Second hit of the game for Schmidt, as he'll take an infield single and get to first. And now can Bake McBride do something here? McBride is 0 for 3. He walked his last time up, though. Schmidt is on at first. And that is a 10. Nothing happening on strategy roll. Game 1 of this division series round. Andujar with the pitch. 4-1. That's a pitcher result against the lefty. Only a 1 would be a single pass to the pitcher. That's a 10. It's too high. McBride, a 3-1, and he just grounds it to second. Getting up with it is Her. He has it and throws to first to retire the side. No runs, a hit for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 11th. How long can this go? Who will break through and win game 1 of this series? Dan leading off for the Cardinals is going to be Tommy Her. Her is 1 for 4, singled and walked. Larson is due to bat 4th in the next inning. And I got to check the bullpen and see what I want to do here. Still got plenty of pitchers. And you got switch, and a left. Let me see. I think a lefty may be the better choice, and I think they're going to go with it. Larson's going to come out of the game. The Phillies will go to the bullpen, and they're going to bring out Sparky Lyle. 9 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 4.44 ERA. Not the Lyle we know from the 70s of the Yankees and such. But he's got to get a big play here. He is a lefty. So here comes Sparky Lyle for the Phillies. He is the 6th pitcher. Bottom of the 11th, tied at 3. Lyle with the pitch. 1-5. That's a range play at the park. Busch Stadium says 1-1. And that is a base hit to center field, but it's a range play. It's hit to Gary Maddox. And we all know Maddox has an excellent range. His range is a 5. And he will make it barely, but he got it on a 5. He makes a shoestring catch. Out number 1. And that is a fly out to center. Next up is Templeton. Templeton is 0 for 4, but he did walk. Lyle will settle in. He'll make the pitch. And that's a 2-6, an error on a throw. Templeton, 6-6, and that's a ground ball to first. That ball is at the Rose. His error rating is a 2. That's a 6. He won't make an error. Lyle comes over there, and he tosses it to him for the out. Rose has already made an error in this game. Rare that he does, but he did do one there. Here is Hernandez. Hernandez is 1 for 4. 2 outs here. Lyle will settle in. Here comes the pitch. 1-1. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 3-6. That's a base hit to left field, and it's a single plus, which means Hernandez has got to try for second. Hernandez rounding first. His base running rating is a 4. It's hit to left field. Matthews has a -1 arm. A 1-3. Hernandez will make second. 4-5. He holds. A 6. It could be an out. It is a 3. He does. He slides into second. He took a chance, but he's there. And that is a base hit for Hernandez. And the winning run is at second base. Fans here on their feet as Hernandez, who should be a Hall of Famer, is on second. And the Cardinals will now send George Hendrick to the plate. Hendrick is 2 for 5. He has 2 singles. Lyle will pick, and Lyle, oh boy, you know what? I don't think you have to have Lyle here. Hendrick hits lefties worse. Lyle is going to come out of the game. The Phillies cannot allow Hendrick to hit on him, and they will bring in a right-hander. And coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Warren Brewstar. No run, no wins, a loss, no saves, a 4.38 ERA. I don't know if it's pronounced Brewstar or Brewster. Maybe pronounced Brewster, I think. So whoever knows how to say, I don't know if it's Brustar or Brewstar or Brewster. Like a Punky Brewster, that kind of thing. So Warren Brewster will pitch to Hendrick. The winning run is at second base, 2 outs, bottom of the 11th. Phillies will go ahead and make the pitch. Now I am rolling a strategy roll still. That's a 20. Brewster actually turns around. His pickoff rating of 1 to 10. He fires to second, and no, Hernandez gets back. Oh, whoa. Brewster almost picked off Hernandez. A 1 to 10, he would have gotten him. And now Brewster will pitch to Hendrick. Fans are at Busch Stadium hoping for a hit. Here comes the pitch. 3-4, strikeout 18. That's high. Hendrick swings 6-3, and it's a fly ball to left field. Getting over there is Matthews. He has all the room he needs. He makes the catch, and free baseball continues. No runs and a hit. And after 11, we're still tied at 3. Typical Cardinals game, always crazy. Typical Cardinals game. Every time I have the Cardinals on the board, it's always nuts. And for those of you who wonder why, and for those of you in the game or in the chat wondering why I say that, you might want to check out the 1994 season restart I did with Payoff Pitch, a National League. I'm sorry, no, it was not. It was 80. Was it? It wasn't 94. No, it was 85. Right. It was the 85 season, 1985 Cardinals and Expos National League Division Series Game 3. You might want to check that out, and I tell you why I say the Cardinals games are always nuts. Game 3 of the NLDS 1985 season replay. Inside pitch. We go to the top of the 12, tied at 3. Andujar is going to stay out there. He can pitch to 4 more batters before tiring. Leading off for the Phillies will be Gary Maddox. Maddox is 0 for 4. We're now in the top of the 12th. And no, we do not put a runner on second base. No, we do not do that. And even if we were playing the 2020 or 2021 season, we would not be putting a runner on second base. That rule is an abomination. Andujar with the pitch. 5-5, error on a grounder. Maddox, and I got to re-roll, that is Suadice. Maddox, 3-1, and that is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second. Herr has an error rating of 2. That's a 6. He'll make the play, and he'll throw to first for the out. So that is a ground out to second. Next up is Boa. Boa is 2 for 4. 2 singles and reached on an error. Andujar will settle in. He'll make the pitch. 1-6. That's blank. Boa. 3-1. And against a right-handed pitcher, right back through the box. That's a base hit. Boa sends it right past Andujar and into the outfield. And the Phillies have a base runner. Phillies have a base runner. And the batter is Bob Boone. Infield is now at double play depth. Boa can steal a base, but at the 14, he does not get the jump. Andujar will pitch to Boone. Here comes the pitch. 3-2. That's a blank. Boone will swing. 1-1 against a right-handed pitcher. Base hit past second. It's a single for Boone. Boa's base running rating is a 4 past second. He'll make third easily. And now the Phillies have a runner in 90 feet away. Boone gets his second hit. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Pinch hitter coming up for Brewster. He will not bat. And coming on to pitch hit for the Phillies is going to be Dick Davis. A .333 average. He gets the hit here. So here is Davis. The pitcher spot for the Phillies is 1 for 4, a single and a sacrifice fly. The infield, of course, is in. Boa, base running rating of 4 becomes a 2 with the infield in. So if I send him, he would score on a 1, 2, or a 6 if it's not a double play chance. Davis, Boone on it first. Checking Strat, no play. Andujar will make the pitch to Davis. We're tied at 3 here at Busch. Andujar settles in, pitches. 1-5, that's a blank. Davis swings, 1-6, base hit, pass short. The Phillies will take the lead. Davis hits a single, pass short. Boa will come in to score. Boone, base running rating of 1. He has to hold it second. Davis on it first. 4-3 Phillies. Stadium groans. A pinch hit single by Dick Davis, and you've got runners at first and second now, and here comes Rose. And that's going to be it for Andujar. He is now tired. The Cardinals will take him out. And I think they're going to go with, I think they're going to go, let's see who the Cardinals going to use here. They're going to go with a lefty, and coming in to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Bob Shirley. 6 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 4.08 ERA. That's a big RBI single by Davis. Now 4-3 Phillies here in the 12th. Runners at first and second, still 1 out. Now they go infield to double play depth. Strategy roll still available. That is a 3. Boone not doing anything. So Shirley's job to keep it 4-3. Rose is 0 for 5. You would think with a 3.25 average, you would think he is due for a big-time hit. Shirley with the pitch. 2-2 against the switch right. It's an automatic out against the switch hitter, and he's hitting from the right side against the lefty. That is an automatic out. Rose can't catch a break. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn the double play. 3, 4, 5. And, of course, her as a +1. So the only way they don't turn a double play is on a 6. And they got it. Third base to second base to first base. Double play. Inning over. And that could be huge. Pete Rose is 0 for 6. And he hits into an inning double play. But the Phillies get the score. 1 run on 3 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 12th with the Phillies leading 4-3. Rose can't believe it, 0 for 6. I wonder if he put a bet on this game. He makes an error, which is something he didn't do much of in that year. He only had an error rating of 2, and he actually makes an error. Leading off for the Cardinals is going to be Dane Orge. 2 lefties and a righty coming up for the Phillies. And this is where it gets bad. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Jerry Reed. He's the last reliever I have in the bullpen for the Phillies before I can use a starter. I do have a starting pitcher in there in the bullpen in Mark Davis, but he doesn't have relief appearances. I cannot use him. Reed has to go at least pitch to at least 1 batter. So here is Jerry Reed. No wins, a loss, no saves, a 7.71 ERA. It's going to be up to Jerry Reed to see if he can at least get an out. Dane Orge leads off for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 12th. Mark Davis is due to come in there. We'll see how long Reed can go. He has to pitch to at least 1 batter if I want, and then I can take him out if I wish. And no, don't call me Shirley. Reed will pitch to Orge. 4-3. Pitch. 3-5. That's an automatic base hit right back through the box, and Orge will get to first on a single. Orge gets a leadoff base hit, and the Cardinals have the tying run on. And that's going to be it for Reed. He had to pitch to at least 1 batter. And now I can go with he's not a starter in the rotation, but he did make the roster. And that's going to be Mark Davis. Is a little better, even though his ERA is 7.74. So now Mark Davis will come on to pitch and try to get this game over with. But the tying run is on, and here comes Ken Oberkfell. This is where the bullpens really come into matter here. So here is Mark Davis, and as a reliever, as a starting pitcher, he can pitch to 22 batters. Since he does not have any relief, I'm going to cut that down. He can pitch to like 12. So here is Mark Davis to try to get the save now. Orge on at first, infield a double play depth. Anything on strategy, 10 is a no. Fans here at Busch Stadium hoping Oberkfell can come through. Oberkfell is 1 for 5. Davis with the pitch. 4-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium says 3-2. And it's a double to right field for Oberkfell. Oberkfell smacks one into right field. That's going to go for a double. Will that score Orge, though? Orge's base running rating is a 2. Double to right, -1 is a 1. McBride has a +2 arm. He's lousy out there with that arm. Orge will score in a 1-3, a 4 or 5 he holds, a 6 he could be an out. And that is a 3. Orge comes around third. He will score. This game is tied. Once again, it's tied. RBI double by Oberkfell. Stadium cheers. Yay! We are tied at 4, and now the winning run is at second, and this game automatically becomes a Game of the Year candidate. Mark Davis gives up a double, Busch, thanks to the help of Busch Stadium, and now the batter is Sixto Lezcano. With nobody out in the bottom of the 12th. Now what do you do if you're the Phillies? I don't think I can go to a starter yet. Mark Davis is already in there. He's going to have to complete this inning. Oberkfell on at second. Davis will pitch to Lezcano. Lezcano is 2 for 4. He's got 2 triples in this game. Nobody out. The infield is back. Strategy roll. That is a 20. Davis has a very good pickoff rating. That's a 20. He fires the second. It's a 15. He got him. Holy cow. Davis picked off Oberkfell. You gotta be kidding me this game. Mark Davis has a 1-4 balk and a 5-20 pickoff rating. He fires the second. The only thing he couldn't roll was a balk. He got Oberkfell 1 out. And the fans here can't believe that Oberkfell was picked off at second. Oh my! Cardinals. Every time. Cardinals on the board. It's always crazy. Always crazy when I got the Cardinals on the board. Davis will now pitch a Lezcano with nobody on base and now 1 out. He'll make the pitch. And that's a 3-5. That's a home run result against the lefty. Lezcano needs a 6. That is a 6. It won't matter. You gotta be kidding me. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is in deep to center. Maddox can't see it. All it's doing is going over the fence. It is gone. Walk-off home run. That's your game. Stadium cheers. EA! EA! What a game by Sixto Lezcano. Unbelievable. A walk-off home run in the bottom of the 12th when it looked like we're going to have more. Mark Davis picks off Oberkfell. Then on a 3-5, he pitches a meatball. And against left-handed pitching, the only way Lezcano can hit a home run is a 6 or lower. And he got the 6. It is gone. Lezcano walk-off home run. Cardinals win 5-4. In the bottom of the 12th. What a ball game. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Cardinals. What a win for St. Louis. What a way this game ended. Sixto Lezcano, a walk-off bomb in the bottom of the 12th, 5-4. Welcome to the Division Series round. Final line score coming up. And yes, they do. They maul Lezcano at the plate as they should. They maul Lezcano at the plate. Walk-off home run when it looked like Mark Davis picked off Oberkfell at second. And then Sixto Lezcano, he hits 2 triples and a walk-off bomb to win the game. What a win by the Redbirds, and that is just devastating for the Phillies. Final line score coming up. For the Cardinals, in 12 innings, 5 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. For the Phillies, 4 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Bob Shirley. He gets the win. Mark Davis takes the loss because he gave up the game-winning RBI. No save. Holy cow, definitely a Game of the Year candidate and might have already gotten that one. But we'll see. There's still lots of baseball to play. We got more Division Series action. Tomorrow night will be Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. It'll be Bobby Ojeda for the Red Sox and Dave Righetti for the Yankees. So all you Yankee fans or Yankee haters, please do join us tomorrow night for more exciting action. This Division Series round has already started, and I can only imagine what we're going to see here as we move even deeper into the 1981 postseason. So join us for tomorrow. Red Sox at Yankees. Ojeda versus Righetti, Game 1. Steeler fan, Yankees Bob, BB Woodman, 564. Let's see. And that's all we had tonight. That's okay. Thank you all for joining me. Although I have 15 lurkers, but nobody's saying anything, but that's okay. Good to have everyone there. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we will see you guys tomorrow night. Sixto Lezcano is definitely the player of the game. Walk-off home run in the bottom of the 12th. Cardinals win it 5-4. Lead this NLDS 1-0. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.